Hello, Virgo, and welcome to the channel and welcome to your weekend reading. This is a general reading. It's a 6-card reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Before we get onto the tarot, I want to get 3 cards from the oracle and see the energies of this weekend. This is for Virgo. Okay, so we have the thinking man to start with, and this is talking about an advisor, maybe someone important in your life who is quite mature and wise, and you can get advice from, whether we're talking about financials or emotional advice or something that you need to discuss it with someone. It could also be talking about you becoming more serious about a situation in your life and wanting to find out a solution. We have the yin and yang. So yes, you're coming back in one. You're coming in back in home. You're going back home, meaning that you're going to be in alignment with your mind, your body, and your soul, knowing exactly what you're doing, being balanced in your life. And you do have the Archangel Chamuel for protection. Bottom of the deck, I have the Deceit card. So here comes this thinking man. So probably you might need advice for your financial state or situation here, or legal advice it could be. But we have the Deceit card, and it's not to dishearten you, it's not to make you scared, but there is something that you need to pay attention to, whether this is a person in your life, whether this is a situation in your life that is not quite fair, or is not healthy, or there is something really off with that. So we need to see what messages are going to come out of the tarot. Let's see. What do we have for Virgos? Let's get the first 2 cards. What do we have for Virgos? Let's get the first 2 cards. We have the Hanged Man and we have the Devil. I don't know if this has something to do with the Deception card. But for sure, if you're obsessing about something, or if you are in a relationship that's really not what it should be, or is not healthy, or if you're going through an addiction and you're understanding that you have to pay attention to it, or you need to do something about it, take a pause. The Hanged Man is talking about looking at what has happened here in order to evaluate it, in order to make a decision, in order to see how you can move on from now that you do have the facts, that you do know this temptation is all about, whatever this is all about. A toxic connection, a toxic behavior, something that's obsessive, a codependency issue, an addiction, whatever this is, you just need to look at it. You need to look at it, evaluate it, and see how you can reverse all that with the Hanged Man. You can even change your whole perspective. By the way, you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Pisces. Let's move on with your card. Let's get the next 2 cards. We have the 5 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So you're moving out of this argument state or conflicted situation, or even too much. There is too much there, too much hassle, too much clutter, too much gossiping, too much draining energy because you're trying to prove yourself all the time, or you're trying to get out of something. Know that you do have the strength to go for it, because the Ace of Wands is talking about an opportunity, a potential for growth, a potential for a new situation, a potential for change. And if you listen to your intuition, if you deeply get connected, that's the yin and yang. If you deeply get connected with you, you will understand the goal that you need to reach, the changes that you have to go through to reach that goal, and finding the purpose through that goal. It's quite a task, because there is something that's unhealthy. For sure, there is something that's going on here, and we need attention. What else do we have for Virgo? Give me 2 more cards, please. I have the King of Wands stepping onto your power, and the 4 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the closing cycles. We have the 10 of Swords, and this is looking into the past by looking into the past for one last time and turning your back and making the plans for a new beginning. So you are in this finalizing situation to just turn your back to the past and move your head towards the sun. And this is talking about transformation and change in your life. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Four of Wands. I don't know if you are getting deeper within a relationship here, or if you're getting more connected with yourself, because the Four of Wands is talking about the foundations of a home, the foundations of a business, the foundations of a life purpose, the foundations of a situation here, going stronger and deep. If this is a connection with the King of Wands, with someone who's so empowered and mature and active and beautiful and strong, well, you're getting in deeper into that. It could be your energy as well, acting like a leader of your life. So let's start clarifying. I really need to see why we have this devil here. So we have the Judgment. Yeah. It's calling now to make a decision, to find your life's purpose, to break free from the darkness of the past, to break free from this heavy burden or situation. So it's time to make a decision and break free from it, spreading your wings here, liberation, freedom, decision, a life's decision. Yeah, healing with the Three of Swords, and no longer accepting that into your life, not even in your vibration. You're cutting everything out here, you're bossing up, clear and cut. Nothing else matters but your balance, your health, your wealth, your maturity, your growth, your life. Why do we have the Hanged Man? Changes are coming. 10 of Wands. It's finally over. You're getting in that state of understanding that you have your power, your strength, your capabilities, and only yourself to take you out of this situation once and for all and reach for happiness. 10 of Cups is reached. Changes and happiness is reached when you make a decision to change what is no longer working. What is the Five of Wands all about? Six of Pentacles. You're making a move, and you're moving towards balance. You're moving towards having enough to give on equal grounds, taking and giving, whatever the situation is. The Magician. Virgo, you could be dealing with a Gemini too, but for sure, you're getting into your balanced approach for life, and knowing that whatever it is that you will focus on, whatever it is that you will manifest, whatever it is that you will pay attention to will grow. And we have the Page of Pentacles, and this is talking about a new phase, a new page of your life, a new person in your life, a new opportunity. It'll start little and it will grow in the long run. What do we have here for the Ace of Wands? Okay, get more. What is the Ace of Wands? The Hermit. Listen to your soul's calling. This is your time to take your time. This is your time to withdraw. This is your time to give to yourself. This is the time to heal the past and find your purpose and keep the light for you and move on towards a beautiful connection with the Two of Cups. The soulmate connection is coming and happiness is close. You could be dealing with a Leo, a Scorpio, a Pisces. You don't have to. Let me clarify the King of Wands here. We have the Page of Swords. Someone is rushing to find out about you. Interesting. Okay, we have the World and the High Priestess. Someone is not giving you enough proof that they are close, but they're checking you out for sure. Whatever happens here is going to be completely different from what you experienced in the past, whether we're talking about a relationship in love or in business, or the relationship with you and your life and your purpose. You're elevating here. The World is talking about moving on to the next phase of your life, more matured, more intuitive, more balanced, so that you know what you're doing and you know what you're heading towards, creating more for you. This could also be an engagement. By the way, I just saw the Three of Wands. Your ships are coming in. Whatever it is that you have been waiting for is coming. What is the Four of Wands here? We have the Four of Swords. Time to rest, rejuvenate, find balance and move on with your life. Make a plan and get out of this Nine of Swords energy and get out of this Devil's energy. So the important issue here is to heal this situation, or at least understand that it is not your life anymore, or it doesn't define you. This situation does not define who you are, and you can change everything by being more dedicated to what you want to do in order to change all that. Queen of Pentacles, you need to take your life into your own hands, being responsible for whatever choice you make from now on, whether this is involving other people or yourself, how you eat, what you eat, how you smoke, what you smoke, how long do you allow yourself to be hooked in negativity or in negative emotions or in addictions that are maybe not your own. Dig deeper into the purpose of doing whatever it is that you're doing. That is not, or whatever it is that you're allowing, that is not helpful anymore. So let me see what else we have for Virgo. We have the Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yes, it's time to unbound. Let me get your message. Let me read it for you. 108. So let's read your message, my dear Virgos. Unbound, it is time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from trauma of lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date. When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small, caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice, would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It is time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. And it is true, because this is a situation where you need to pay attention to. And if this is actually a behavior of yours, it doesn't help you anymore. You have to detach from it and move on to a freer life. My dear Virgos, thank you for being here, and I'll send you all my love.